Hello and welcome. We're going to be reading some posts from Am I the Devil? Am I the A for telling my adopted sister to go back to her true family? Being the only child in the family was awesome. I got to have my own room, friends, iPad, etc., which I am now obligated to share with my so-called sister. Yes, even friends. They adopted her a year ago for a reason I still now to fail to understand, but I strongly believe it's because I was not good enough for them. I'm really hurt because they never ever asked me if I wanted another sibling. I just had to accept the fact that I suddenly had a younger sister and should now share everything I have with her and treat her as a part of the family. How am I supposed to do that? I can't just start feeling close to her. And the fact that I'm forced to involve her in all my plans infuriates me and makes me hate her even more. Today, my friends and I decided to challenge ourselves to stay awake all day by doing many different sorts of activities that will keep us from getting bored. Obviously, since we share the same room, my sister heard this and told me she would like to join the activities. I was honestly hoping I could finally do something without her, but of course she had to ruin it. I told her no, and she said she was going to tell my parents about it. I then got mad and told her to get the F out of my house and go back to her biological family. Her voice changed, and she told me she doesn't know where they are. But I told her to shut the F up and not to get emotional with me because I really had it with her. She left the room and I started crying because of how stressed she makes me. But I realized I should wipe my tears fast because my parents can't see me like this. Otherwise, they will believe my adopted sister's words and I'll get punished for it. She obviously told them, but I denied what I said. Normally, I don't lie, so they believed my words and are now talking to her, obviously without being harsh, and will still not punish her because God forbid they treat my adopted sister wrongly. Am I the A for the way I reacted? Yeah, dude, it sounds like you're pretty young, so you should go talk to your parents about how you're feeling and get some answers rather than, assume the answers. Not to mention, you don't tell an adopted girl to find her actual family. And especially after you got that answer, you still told her to shut up. Am I the A for asking my roommate to stay at her boyfriend's more often so I can have the apartment to myself? I, 22 female, live with my roommate, 23 female. We get along fine, but I really value my alone time. Recently, she's been home a lot more, and it feels like I never get a break. She has a boyfriend who she stays with sometimes, and when she's gone, I finally feel like I can relax. I asked her if she could maybe spend more nights at his place so I can have some more me time. I told her it's not personal, just that I need space and quiet to recharge. That was so unreasonable that it just kind of broke my brain right there. She got upset and said it's her apartment too, that she pays rent and I have no right to banish her. I didn't say she had to, just that it would be nice if she could compromise for my mental health. Now she's being passive aggressive, telling mutual friends I basically kicked her out. I don't see what the big deal is, I'm just asking for consideration. Well, she pays rent, and another thing, you're not taking accountability in the comments. You're still like, oh, well, she stays with her boyfriend like a lot of nights, so maybe more nights wouldn't hurt, and just to be more considerate. You're basically telling her, hey, I don't want you here. You bother me. You're loud, and I really still need you to pay rent, though. Is that okay? That's the message I'm getting at least. I could be wrong though, I guess I'm making judgments too quickly or I don't know the full story, but yeah, no, in the comments she doesn't take accountability. She doesn't say maybe I'm asking for too much. Uh, that's really about it. I don't know what else to say. On to the last one. Am I the A for telling my parents that they ruined New Year's celebration after they kicked my husband out over a joke? I've been married to my second husband, Mike, for 4 years now. He's a jokester and likes to crack jokes all the time. He especially likes to joke with my brother Ethan and his wife. Ethan used to be okay with it till he started complaining about Mike taking it too far with his jokes. Some context about Ethan. He and his wife couldn't have kids, so they adopted a boy, Joey, 2 years ago. Mike has been making silly lighthearted jokes that involve Joey's biological parents, that's not lighthearted, as a way to mess with Ethan and his wife. I already talked to Mike, and I tell you that he's 100% means no harm, and he's just trying to get them to react. So he's bullying them, basically. But let's finish the story. So fast forward to New Year's evening, my parents hosted a big celebratory dinner, and Ethan and his wife came. While we were eating, Mike decided to tell a knock knock joke to Ethan. He said, "Knock knock." Ethan laughed and said, "Who's there?" Mike replied, "Joey's biological parents," and then bursted out laughing. Silence took over, and Ethan's facial expressions changed. His wife called Mike an idiot, to which Mike replied, "Hey, relax, it's just a joke." I'm guessing with the punchable face. An argument ensued and dinner was paused. My parents suddenly told Mike to leave, which I thought was too harsh. I tried to speak to them and get them to calm down, but Mom insisted that Mike leave. We left, and Mike was complaining the whole time about how they overreacted. Overreacted, okay. I called Mom later, and she told me Mike was out of line with his hurtful jokes about this touchy topic, and told me I was wrong for defending him, and saying he was just joking. She said he ruined New Year's for the family, but I told her it was her and Dad who ruined New Year's for escalating the situation and kicking him out. I told her he could talk to them, but again, they were the ones who ruined the New Year's celebration. She called me delusional for this statement and hung up. We haven't talked to them for days. I tried contacting Ethan, but no response. Yeah, I wouldn't want to talk to my sister if she just defended her boyfriend making a joke about, my kids being adopted. And honestly, how do you find that funny? How do you defend this as like, oh, he's just trying to get them to react. It's just a joke. Are you that dense? Is your skull that thick that the thought of your husband being wrong for making a stupid, hurtful joke, which is basically bullying your brother and his wife for who knows how long, but you call it lighthearted teasing? It's ridiculous. You're obviously the a-hole. And if you made it this far, greatly appreciate it. And have a great day. Please like and subscribe. That's about it.